Welcome to Complete Mule course. In this section, we are going to discuss about, the objectives of this video is. First, we're gonna discuss about what is integration, and on the second, we will see the type of integration patterns. Let us see what is integration. Integration is the process of combining two or more things to create a whole. And for businesses, the term integration often refers to software or system of integration, which means bringing together a multiple business system to operate as a collaborative unit. So integration is making, different systems bringing together, and they are operating as a collaborative unit. And integration, in addition to that, allow information to shared between the connected systems. So let us now see the types of integration pattern. An integration pattern is the method of communication the systems use to send data and or receive data. And the first integration pattern is data migration. Second, we will going to see broadcast pattern. And the third is aggregation integration pattern. And the fourth types of integration pattern is bi-directional synchronization. And in the next part, we're going to see what does that mean when we say data migration, or what does that mean when we say a broadcast integration pattern, aggregation integration pattern, and a bi-directional synchronization integration pattern. And first, let us see data migration. Data migration is moving of a data set from one system to another. This occurs commonly when a business switches from one system to another, and the data in the old system needs to move over. For example, in this case, example of data migration, for example, if we have DB2 database, and we want to switch to a new database system. For example, if we want to switch this into MySQL, we're gonna just migrate the data from DB2 system into MySQL database system. And so the moving of the data from DB2 into a new system called MySQL, we call it this integration pattern as data migration. And this thing's done once. It is just stop using DB2 and start using MySQL. We have to move our data from DB2 in secure manner into MySQL. The process of migrating data from one system to another is called data migration. And the second integration pattern is broadcast pattern. What is broadcast pattern? It is often referred to as one-to-many communication. When one system sends data across many systems, we call this broadcast integration pattern. And for example, let us take data lake in the Hadoop system and send the data to MEQ or messaging queue in the topic, and the other systems like, for example, MySQL subscribing the information from MEQ, and the second system like, for example, DB2 subscribing the information from MEQ, and the other system like, for example, Salesforce subscribing the data from the MEQ system. This way of integration pattern, we call it one-to-many. Why it's said to one-to-many? From one system data lake, the information dispatched into different database systems, MySQL, DB2, and Salesforce. This kind of integration pattern, we call it what? Broadcast pattern. One-to-many communication, when the system sends the data across many systems. And the third point here is aggregation integration pattern. It can be thought of as many to one communication between systems, and it keeps data from multiple systems in sync and up to date within a single system, allowing business to merge data and have a singular view of the data from multiple systems on demand. For example, aggregation integration pattern, for example, MySQL, DB2, and we have Salesforce database system, and from there the information came to data lake, from data lake taken by other system that shows all data came from different system and stored in data lake, from data lake taken to another system to show in the singular view. And this data came from what? From different systems. This is said to be many to one. It's opposite from the previous one. One to many, it is opposite of broadcast. Aggregation is aggregating data from different systems in order to give us meaningful, result, meaningful business meaning. It has to be, well, not just aggregate data without having, any business benefit. By just combining the data, we're gonna get some insight and we're gonna get some business benefit. That's why we need to aggregate and show all the data from different systems in one, singular view. So in order this kind of integration pattern, we call it aggregation integration pattern. This is from many systems, the data aggregated and shown as a singular view. During that time, we're gonna call this integration system as aggregation integration pattern. And the other one is bidirectional synchronization. It's when two or more integrated systems communicated back and forth and behave as one system with multiple data sets. Okay, two independent systems and share their data. Once, for example, this is used for systems that serve their own business purpose but accomplish even more when connected to related real-time data sets. Like, for example, bidirectional is, for example, if you take Salesforce customer relation system and MySQL, and from Salesforce, the information we want in Salesforce, there are many, objects, and this object has different contents, and if we just want to share the information in Salesforce to MySQL, from MySQL again share our information into Salesforce, this bidirectional flow of data. For example, somebody updates the data in MySQL, directly updates the data in Salesforce, and the Salesforce customers update some data, directly just send that data, the update, also updated MySQL database system. It's two-way communication and they serve as one system, and actually they have their own benefits. Salesforce is customer relation management, this is relational database, and they serve their own, and at the same time they are just sharing their data between these two systems. And the Salesforce customer updates something, they share to MySQL customers in the MySQL database. Whenever some tables and content updated, it shares to the Salesforce. And this system are two systems, but they act as one. this kind of real-time database integration we call bidirectional synchronization integration pattern. And these are some of the major, but this is not only, but these four are the major integration pattern. What are the integration patterns? The first one is data migration. The second one is broadcast integration pattern. The third one is aggregation integration pattern. The fourth one is bidirectional integration pattern. Thank you guys. Thank you for just attending this class. Thank you.